Welcome to Boxing Media Hub, proudly in partnership with Falcon Contracting and Jam's Boxing Chat. And with me now, I've got everyone's favourite spread. I've got Jam, and on the other side, I've got everyone's favourite punk. I've got Jack. Yeah. Oh, and I'm Joel, by the way. We are going for a prediction show of Andy Ruiz versus Jarrell Miller, the battle of the buffet. It's Ruiz, 37 fights, 35 wins, 22 knockouts. And he was last out in September 2022 against Luis Ortiz, which we haven't seen in goodness knows how long. Yeah, he's a big lad, which was a winner in unanimous decision. Jarrell Miller, 28 fight, 26 wins, 1 draw, 22 knockouts. Sorry. December 2023 against Daniel Dubois, which he lost TKO round 10. That was a poor performance, but Dubois boxed really well in that, to be fair. So, yeah, who wants this one? Jam, do you want to go first on this one?
Yeah, can do, mate. No problem. Like you said, it's a battle of the buffet, battle of two giants. We've got the Destroyer against the Big Baby. They're both trash now, to be honest. Andy Ruiz hasn't got much left. Big Baby Miller's got nothing left. He is a spent force. If ever there was one, that's a fat lump of crap right there. You know what I mean? He is literally a waste man. He really is. I don't know why he's still fighting. His last few fights have been pretty poor. I think Andy Ruiz, the Destroyer, is going to come out and absolutely knock him into next week. I think he stops him within 6. And I think it'll be a very brutal one. I think the Destroyer is going to absolutely put it on him and show him for what he is, which is just a gas bag who likes to give it all that. Never really produces anything. His best win's Lucas Brown, who's retired, you know what I mean? And he was pretty much the same, weren't he? Just a big sack.
Well, there we go. Chris Welch.
Mate, it's Destroyer.
There we go. Chris Welch, Andy Ruiz versus Soft Baby on Juice, as I call him. Ruiz, 6th round. Looking forward to seeing Ruiz back. He desperately needs to get active again. He can become champion again once big boys have retired, but needs to stay active. Easy win for Andy Ruiz, says SWS Boxing. Will brutally beat Miller. I'm saying round 4. 4 canners, but Andy Ruiz Jr. wins on TKO round 6. And Sean has put back again. I wouldn't Google these two, Sean, just to let you know you won't have the same reaction as Callum Simpson. It just won't happen. I'll jump in. We'll leave the best till last. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Let's be perfectly honest. Jarrell Miller has nothing left. He's very much picking up the paychecks now and doing what he does. And sadly, he's just going to get hurt. Ruiz has got power in his punches. We're fully aware of that. But yeah, we've seen stranger things, but I just can't see any difference in this one. I'm going to be Andy Ruiz within 5 or 6. I think he just breaks him down because there's no muscle to break, and he'll just. I think Jarrell will quit on his stool. I think he will, to be honest. But yeah, Jack, how do you see this one? When you saw this one first off, what did you think of it?
It is a bit of a weird fight, to be honest. I don't really know why it's happening, but
it's a bit of a pointless one, isn't it? No belts.
No belts. Yeah. That's what makes it so weird. No belts. Like, what's the point of these two fighting for no belts?
Yeah, it's a strange fight. I'm just going to put it out there that I think that Jarrell Miller is going to absolutely run through Anthony Ruiz. I'm joking. He's not.
You got me there as well. I was thinking, bloody hell, does Jack know something we don't know or something? Has he slimmed down to like 300 pounds instead of 450?
To be fair, mate, he could probably run through him, but I don't know if run is going to be the
stagger through, like the Marty Miller man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, do you know what? It's a real shame with Andy Ruiz, but it's not so much of it that it's a shame. It's more shame on him than anything, because he had the potential to be one of the big boys in the division. And when he beat Joshua and shocked the world, I think it kind of got to his head because he come in on 2 weeks' notice and he looked better, like in better shape in the first fight than he did in the second fight when he had a whole camp and like the money. I think the money took over to go to him, and really since that loss, even though it was a points loss, it wasn't really detrimental to the career, but it was in a sense. He never really came back from it, and he's kind of been very inactive. And as I said, it's a shame because if you look at his record, he's beaten some really good names, and like he technically, well, I never watched the fight, but I did hear that he did actually beat Joseph Parker.
It was very close.
Yeah, and, he obviously did beat Anthony Joshua the first time, so technically you could argue he's beat everyone he's faced. And and it is a shame because I would have really liked to have seen him amongst the big guys having the big fights with like Usyk and Fury, and because when he's on it, he is hard for anyone, and he has really proven that. So it's such a shame. But maybe the 2 years off has done him good, and maybe after this fight, maybe it can throw him back into the limelight if he does it in devastating fashion and get back in with the mix with the big boys. But who knows? But I do think it is a weird fight. It's a silly fight, and I do think it's a fight that's going to be over again within 4 rounds. I think Miller's going to get smashed up.
Yeah, well, he's 37 years old now, Andy Ruiz, isn't he? So he's not got that many years left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Miller's
Let's be honest. It's like a similar one the other day. You know, Chisora Joyce. Really, it's kind of sitting in that ballpark almost. The loser retires. They have to. You know, if Andy Ruiz can't beat Jarrell Miller, then forget it. It's 100% forget it. If Jarrell Miller wins it, which isn't going to happen, but if he did win it by some freak accident, he's going to think he's the best thing since sliced bread. So it's kind of one of those, isn't it? You know, the loser has to retire. The winner, who does the winner face? Any ideas between you two?
If it was Ruiz, if Ruiz wins, he could easily get that rematch with Parker because it was so close. It was such a close fight. It generated big numbers.
What about Chisora?
I don't think Chisora's going to get Andy Ruiz is going to want Chisora because you got to think Ruiz has only ever lost to Joe Parker and to AJ, and he should have really beat Joe Parker, and he did beat AJ. So if he beats Miller, he should be right back at the top table, eating with the likes of Usyk and Fury.
But like Jack was saying, you think how long Andy Ruiz has been out? He's really almost got to recycle himself and come back a bit different here. He's got
over £100 recently, but now he's put it all back on because he said he needs his power for the fight. But he actually lost £100. He went down to £224.
Yeah, but let's look at some of them. Let's look at some of these Photoshop photos. I'm not being horrible. One of them was ridiculous. And there was a fantastic one of this big built body going down to small legs. And
Wilder.
Well, yeah. But it is what it is. You know, let's see what happens here. You know, Shana's jumped in. She's put me and my stepdad watch Ruiz fight some other geezer, and he can throw 100%. He's going to win. So
the destroyer.
Let's see what happens. Hit the subscribe button. Give us your predictions below, and it's certainly an intriguing one, but not really necessary. So let's see what happens, as this one isn't too far away. Jam, thank you very much. Jack, thank you very much. As always, good to see you both. And Jam, see us out.
Have some of this.
Take care. God bless.
God bless y'all.